What's up, friends? I have a local friend, a local fellow pioneer coming to basically my place because he needs brake pads on his InMotion RS. I don't actually have any brand new brake pads, but I'm a hoarder, and whenever whenever I'm done with a pair of pads, I keep them. So I have a lot of these like half and 3/4 and 90% used pads, and I knew there would be a use for them in the future one day. And as it turns out, it takes at least a week to get pads ordered from somewhere. So he's coming over here. His pads are rubbing on his rotor. So I'm gonna light the smoke machine really quick because I'm on my own time. I'm not going to work or anything. I don't smoke before regular work. But I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna actually take it to the street. And he's going to. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna replace his brake pads basically. Hopefully I can just carry the phone down there. We'll see what happens. He's texting me, he's here. All right, always get your head straight before work. Finishing my coffee. Got one dog over here. We got this baby over here. Look at that happy tail. This little boy over here. All right, so let's see if I can bring us downstairs without losing signal. I got my iPad, so I'll be able to talk to you guys when I'm down there. All right, let's see if the signal works as we walk. I've never really done this before. Or maybe I did take it on Hollywood Boulevard once. You can see, by the way, I'm throwing away some extra bags. These are extra delivery bags that have gotten so old, I'm throwing them away. All right. This should be pretty easy. I mean, if there's anything that I'm 100% confident in is brake pads and brakes in general. I can even bleed the line if necessary. That took a long time to learn. Hope everybody out there is doing good. What's up, Chris? Two right up here. Two right up here. Michael, just so you know, I am live streaming all this, okay? I know you don't care, right? Put it right over here for us, okay? Right there is perfect. Right here is perfect. How's it going, buddy? It's good to see you.
You too.
Boom. What did you message me just now? Did you get pads?
Yeah, I got them from,
okay.
What's his name? Louis.
Louis had. Where does he live? Where did you go to get them?
Highland Park.
Wow.
You know, you got a little something line.
I'm not surprised. He's a super nice guy. Make sure you guys give the average guy 1993 a sub. He actually he came through and got these pads from my friend Michael here. Because I only had like old pads for him. I have like a pocket full of old pads for you.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah.
But these should work pretty good. Alrighty. So this is actually a very easy fix. You should probably watch me do it too. So
yeah,
that way you can learn how to do it. Couple things, guys. I don't work with the fucking multi-tool. I'm not an amateur. Socket wrench.
Yeah.
And these are long arm Allen heads. This is the way you do it. Don't use a fucking multi-tool. Don't be an amateur. So I got the whole kit. And look at this guy. You got the brake pads right here? Mm-hmm. These are nice brake pads you got from our friend Louis. Look, these are fancy. Damn. These are brand name pads. I only use fucking generic pads. I'll show you the pads that I'm putting on here. You're gonna laugh. Now the thing about these pads is the sides might need to be shaved down for the front. I can bring it upstairs and do it for you really quick. But we'll see. So Let's do the rear first. I know
Okay.
the front is worse.
Oh no, the back is worse. Yeah.
I mean the back is worse. Okay, okay. Actually, yeah, you can just leave it there. I can move to it.
Okay.
It's good to have it in the light like that. So just leave it right there, baby.
Okay.
That way we're in the light. This is not a lesson, by the way. This is just us hanging out. I will answer any questions. All right, so. Bro, we got to talk about the way you drive, by the way, now that I did this group ride with you.
Yeah.
You're a fucking maniac, dude.
Yeah, I need to kind of.
You gotta ride, you gotta respect the rules of the road. You were driving on the opposite side of the road.
No, I gotta be.
I bet you were an out of control kid when you were a young man.
Right.
How old are you, Michael?
54.
54?
Yeah.
You're my age, basically. You drive like you're 22.
Right.
Is this your first scooter?
No, second one. I'm glad I bought a little high boy first.
Oh, high boy. That's like a baby scooter compared to this.
Oh yeah. So I need to get a nice little stand.
Yeah, I mean for brake changes, you don't really need to stand. It's not so bad.
Well, no, they work for the camera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it helps a lot. What's up? Okay, we got 30 people watching us. That's cool. All right, so let me see these first of all. These are crazy. Louis coming through with the fucking with the non-generic pads. Is there no pin in here though? There's no pin in here though, Louis. What do they expect you to reuse? Don't worry, I got pins. I'll show you what I mean by the pin. So this would be like a little lesson for you. You could easily do this yourself. I mean, I am not mechanical at all. I learned all this shit from scratch, but I've been doing it since like 2019. So I'm not going to ever say anything is easy. It's a mistake, I think, to say that anything mechanical is easy if you've never done it before. So, but this, out of all the jobs that you're going to learn, is relatively easy.
That was a pretty good ride, man. There's a lot of people showed up.
Yeah, I know. It was a great ride, right? My girlfriend was saying, oh, it didn't look like it was that big of a ride because all she's ever seen is Saronster's ride. You know, Saronster on YouTube?
Yeah,
he gets like rides with like hundreds of people. And she thought it was a small ride. I thought it was a pretty big ride. Once we have like more than 6 or 7 people, it's a pretty big ride.
Yeah.
It was a good ride though. It was fun. I got footage of you.
I gotta get my rating up over 70%, man.
Yeah, you're not going to get orders below 70, or you'll get a lot less orders.
Yeah.
I think that normally these ratings programs are bogus,
Yeah.
but I think because the DoorDash market is so weak, like there were more customers. You go further back in time, there's just more customers. Now, I think less people are affording it, less people are doing it. And okay, so here's what we're just doing. This is just taking the caliper off the mounting bracket, okay?
Yeah, it was just two.
It's just 2 screws.
Okay.
You don't need to use Loctite on these screws. Do you know what Loctite is?
No.
Loctite is like a glue that you add. It's like sort of like a glue made for screws that you add to the screw. See that blue on there? That blue, you can't see that, but there was Loctite on here. Blue Loctite is temporary. What it does is when you put a screw in here, anything mechanical, like a machine like this vibrates. So screws want to come out over a long period of time. And obviously you can hand tighten it so it doesn't come off, but Loctite is like a little bit of this like glue you add to the screw, you just put it in there and it holds it in tighter. It just makes the connection tighter. So if you're gonna get into scooters, you're gonna hear the word Loctite. And you're really probably supposed to use it on all your main nuts, like this, like these parts here. I don't really use it because I check my scooter every 50 miles. Most people won't do that.
Yeah.
So I don't really use Loctite. Okay, so now the next part is the part that takes like maybe a little bit of finesse. I've done it like many times. So
Are you like the yoga guy?
I am a real yoga guy, actually, yeah. Okay, so this is the pin that I was talking about.
Okay.
This holds everything together.
Okay.
What I thought was, I'll put this over here.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, like learning about these brake pads. Like you learn how to do it, but you also kind of learn how they work. So it's all these things. You've got these pads here that press in, that work with like the compression from the brake line, that squeeze these pads together. But those pads press into the brake pads, these things here. and that's what actually makes contact. This is called your rotor, not the disc. Be a professional. Always call this your rotor from now on, okay?
Okay.
It's not your disc, it's the rotor. But anyhow, this pin here, which you can see is bent, just holds everything together. It's a little like, it's actually kind of a simple thing, but you have to straighten it out. And this is a little bit of a skill. See, I'm grabbing this bitch, I'm bending it back. This way, this tool is mandatory. It's called needle nose pliers. You gotta squeeze the fuck out of it, get it straight as you can. And then you can, almost there. Then you'll be able to pull it out. And don't lose this piece because it's going back in.
Okay.
Okay, I think that'll be good. And then, there's different ways of doing it, but I will take the end of it
And just pull it out.
and just grab it and get some leverage on it. You want to be aware of this line. You don't want to put pressure on this line. It's okay to pull it this way, you just don't want to pull this way.
Okay.
Okay, so there, that's that.
Okay.
Wow, 70 people in the chat. What's going on, guys? I know there's new people out there. If there's that many people, I hope my mods are working because I'm not moderating. So maybe I should give these guys like a close-up on this even. This is okay. So now we remove the pin, and one thing you notice we're doing is I'm accumulating all my parts right here. Okay, so that way this shit, man, you put shit on the ground, it's just gone. Now this shit comes out already, okay?
Okay.
Your rear pads are actually not even that bad. I don't know what's, okay, it's probably because they, okay, so what it is with a lot of these scooters is, it's just the fucking way it is. So here's your pads, okay? It actually looks pretty thick. There's a lot of meat there still. So I'm not actually sure, but the thing, it's like this pad right here, you can see is getting thin. But I should have actually felt I thought it was, but your it's your front pads that are rubbing. Let me see something.
Well, no, the back are going metal to metal.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy because these pads look pretty good.
Yeah.
Here, in comparison to like what a new pad looks like, it's not that different, you know? Well, actually, I guess it really is. I guess it is 50% reduced. This is a weird thing. Like, this is the new pad, and this is the old pad, and they're not that much different. But I'm going to put the new pads in. Putting the new pads in is almost always a solution. So, brand new pads, thanks to Louis, the average guy, 1993. Make sure you give him a sub. Okay, so now you've taken it apart. You've got this here. You want to take, you can take the old, they each will have one of these, like, what are these called, clips maybe? You can see it fits pretty naturally, you know, it'll fit. It'll fit right there, okay, boom. Then you want to take the other one, do the same thing. Now there's a little tricky thing that's a little subtle here is, these pads,
if I use the new clip or can I use
you can use the old one. You can definitely use it, but that old one will sometimes wear.
Okay.
And you will, like, sometimes when these brakes fail, it's that little metal clip that fails, and you can just open it up and replace it.
Okay.
But sometimes,
should I be using this one then, just to be on the safe side?
nah, it doesn't matter. This one's fine. Keep that actually as a new one for
As a
yourself.
backup?
It looks like you got it. We'll use it for the front maybe.
Okay.
But okay, so this is a little subtle. These pads right here, this is the part that opens and closes when you squeeze your lever. There's a little pressure in there, so in order to fit the pads back in, I'm gonna push this down with the tool. You see what I'm doing here? This is a little subtle, it takes a couple times to get. All I did was clear up some space. So now when I take the pads and put them back in, they'll fit. And again, this is a little tricky. This is not, where's my pin, so I know I can get ready to put this back. I actually have a new pin. I have a new pin, let's use. All right, so. I brought down some of my own stuff. It's interesting, this set of Zoom brakes that are probably the most expensive kind, they didn't come with a pin. And so here I got like a brand new pin. See, this is straight, because otherwise you're bending and rebending. You can bend and rebend the old pin for sure, but I like to just put a new one in if I have it. I have a lot of, like, you know, brake pad stuff. This pin is generic for like almost every single set like this. This is not, there's multiple sets that will use a pin. Right, so we're getting there. We're putting the brake pad back in. Boom. Now this part is a little tricky. You want to come in from the top, put them in. You can see it's almost like a perfect fit. And then there are these, see all the holes? Like the holes like at the top of this brake pad. See that hole? Okay. No, let me do it. It's got to be on me. They got to see me. I'm the important part. They want the sexy part. This guy touching the camera. It's good to meet you, Michael. Okay, so what it is you want to align these up. See how this moves up and down?
Yeah.
I mean, this is really just a lesson for you. This is just for me to hang out with these guys. And now the pin, you want to just guide it through. And if you do it right, you see we're just fine. It's just in, perfect.
Okay.
And then go back to your needle nose, same way in, same way out. Now you got to rebend it. Grab the end really tight.
Okay.
And then boom. The reason for that is you don't want it to rub against your thing. Now what I'm going to do is check here. There's a decent amount of space there. You want enough space there. That's the width of this, okay? Sometimes if there's not enough space, I'll stick a screwdriver in there and flatten it out. But that just goes right back on. I mean, this stuff it's pretty simple stuff. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our screws back in. But we're in here. I'm going to put all this stuff in here. We're going to put our screws back in, but not all the way, because there's a step in installing your brakes that a lot of people skip, and it's balancing or calibrating your pads, which means getting, like on the pads that you just showed me, one side was more worn than the other because the pads were not perfectly calibrated. They're never perfect anyhow. But I'm going to show you a step that a lot of people skip. So this is the obvious part. You're just going backwards, just putting this back on. Putting the screws back in. But don't tighten the screws all the way. So this is like the final step. Leave it so your caliper is like moving right now. That's what you want. And then what I'm gonna do is this. So now what I'm going to do is, what you can see what I did was I put my long arm Allen wrench on here, setting my socket wrench to tight. So what I'm doing now is, up here I'm grabbing the handlebars, and watch when I grab this, you'll see it move, right? Okay. What that's doing is it's putting you in like the braking position, but now the pads are centered. If I just tighten it randomly, your pads will not be calibrated right. They'll be off center. So do me a favor, tilt that camera so it's on me. Tilt it, there you go. It's like, keep going. Boom, right there. Good, very good. So and now we're just gonna screw it back on. But I'm holding the handle this whole time. You see? Okay. I'm holding your brake handle. And you want to make these pretty tight, This with the long arm Allen wrench like this, you got to be careful. You can over tighten things. You have a lot of good leverage there. Okay, so now hopefully you're fine. So no sound, so that's good, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we don't have a lift to lift it off the ground, but I think it's obviously fine. Do you want to ride it first? Go ahead, turn on. Don't go fast. Be careful. Just ride it and see if your brakes are working. Yep. Looks normal, huh? Yep. All right, bring her back. Bring her back. Perfect. What's up, guys? Oh, a lot of people out there. What's up, Top G? I need to shift the camera. Put the ball on your back.
You want me to turn the scooter around so you get the front?
Yeah, turn the scooter off, actually. All right, so now. All right, guys, now we're going to do the, it doesn't matter where you put, yeah, that's, okay, turn around, that's cool. All right, now we're going to do the front brakes. That's interesting. Michael thought it was his rear brakes that were making noise, but when I tried it at the group ride, I thought it was his front. And his rear pads are not that bad. So now we're going to get a good look. We're going to get a good look at his front pads. All right, very good. What is this?
Well, I just put some alien tape on there to get it from stop rattling. A bootleg fix there.
What the fuck is this? Did this just come off?
Yeah.
This is funny. So, yeah, I haven't really worked on a lot of people's brakes, but I'm looking at this thing and there's some Ghostbusters jizz. There's some fucking slime on there. I'm like, Michael, what is this? He's like, oh, what's this called? What is this?
Alien tape.
Alien tape. Alrighty. Yeah. I'm not enough of a mechanical guy to even know what the fuck this shit is. But this is actually nothing. What's a very common thing at like at my I work with Ryan, my repairman. What's very common is people will bring their scooter in because somebody else worked on it and they fucked it up. Now this is an example. He did something that's not a big deal. What's up, Jersey Styles? What's up, Cocoa Biscuits? I'll do a full review of the RS for sure. It had some problems. You're doing really good with yours, though. You haven't had a single problem with yours. You're at 1,000 miles, right?
Yeah, a little over 1,000.
Michael's over 1,000, no problem. I think he has a second generation model. I had the first gen, which had some problems, so I just got the new motors on mine, so I'm taking it out soon. All right, so now let's do the front. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Same thing.
This is a lot easier than going to Voro. Voro Motors, it was a big ordeal. They had to order the part.
They didn't have brake pads?
No.
That sucks. That's
and
bullshit.
then I think they were billing me out for like almost an hour.
Oh, it's expensive. It's going to cost you at least 125, 150 bucks to get anything done with your scooter. It doesn't matter if it's a tire or your brake. Some people do complain about like the cost of going to like a legitimate mechanic, and Voro is definitely like a legitimate mechanic. If you were to go to my friend in Inglewood, the price would almost be the same. It's very expensive work. Just because, and even though it's tires and brakes, in the scooter world, it's not like in a bike shop, analog bikes, tires and brakes are kind of cheap, just because there's a lot of guys that will do it. And it's just like one of those things where people need to do on their bikes regularly. Whatever it is bike shops have it down so it's cheap. Even though these are similar to bike brakes, bike shops don't like working on scooters. So there's not that many guys that will work on your brakes. So that's why it's so fucking expensive. Oh yeah, so here's what's going on. Okay, so oh yeah, you're fucking, yeah. So okay, so this is actually really bad, guys. So he's been driving around like this. I told you it was your front brakes, by the way. It's so this is very bad. When you see this is just taking this is all loose. Look at that, look at that. Look at that, it's all loose. So this guy, so I knew this was very bad. This was like a death trap. Luckily, this guy's athletic. He's my age, right? You're 54, you were saying, Mike?
Yeah.
Damn, you're in good shape. But anyhow, he rode very wild at the group ride. I had to reprimand him a little bit, but I don't tell adults what to do. But riding around like this is crazy. You really only had rear brakes all this time. Your front, these brakes don't even work anymore.
Yeah.
You're gonna like the way these feel when I put these on.
Yeah.
All right, so same system, right? Where
Okay.
I'm just we're just taking the pin, straightening the pin, which is a little bit of a trick. You want to get really good leverage on it. And if you straighten and unstraighten these, if you straighten and unstraighten these brake pins too often, you can like ruin them. But they're easy to replace. Anyhow, boom, grab the end, pull it out, okay? Again, I'm being very mindful of the brake line. I don't want to pull on this because now look at these. Now these are what flat brake pads look like. So we were looking at here. So these were your front pads. And look at your rear pads. You see that? They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah.
So this is like a metal on metal. We could hear that, and I'm really glad he brought these in. Plus, I was telling Michael about this. Look at the pin; it had broken too. So you see how
that was the noise. Then.
That was the noise. So luckily, we got brand new pins thanks to Average Guy 1993 Louis. You came through, baby. So we got brand new pins here, and we're gonna get rid of these. These can literally throw away. And we're gonna put these new pads on. It's gonna be sexy. So, now, basically, same reversal. Take the pin, just put it on here. Hey, what's going on, buddy? So this is just same thing. You just want to prep this. You're not even ready for this yet. Just gonna prep this. Boom. Okay. Now, again, the same thing where I'm gonna like you see these are really sticking out. You see how these are really they're like sticking out. What I'm gonna do is I'm put this in here and push it down, okay? Yeah. Like getting some leverage. Because without that, you won't be able to get the pads back in.
Yeah. And
that's just like hydraulic pressure, I guess.
Okay.
Now, let me get my pin ready. This pin I'm gonna reuse is a good pin. All right, so now hopefully these will fit. Yeah, they do. See, that's the thing is these non-generic pads don't need to be shaved down. The generic pads that I have need to be shaved. Oh, it's the same idea. Pin goes back in. We're almost already done with this. You see how quick this was, right? 25 minutes, and I was upstairs smoking weed when I started shooting this. I did a quick little bong hit.
That's right.
Mike's like a retired head. Where are you from again originally?
Berkeley.
Berkeley.
Yeah.
So we know, like, you and weed, like you know all about
Humboldt
weed.
County, man.
You might not even smoke, but at least you know it's like not like a dangerous, toxic poison, unless you're one of those people.
No.
You used to smoke, you said, though, right?
Yeah, I've smoked more than 100 grown men.
I believe it.
Yeah.
If you're from fucking Berkeley.
Yeah. You know the rules, right, Steve Yogi?
What are the rules?
Puff, puff, pass.
I thought it was you don't get off until you cough. I thought that was the rule. Yeah, I don't know. I smoke a lot all day because I'm not a quitter. Quitters never win.
That's
I'm
right.
actually putting a new pin in here for you because that one I couldn't get through.
Don't be a quitter.
Quitters never win. All right, boom. So am I doing this right? Make sure this is right. I don't know that I do it backwards. How does this go? It goes like this, right? It's gonna go like this, right? Yeah. Okay. Same thing. Now I'm just rebending the pin back in place. Okay. See that?
Bam.
Simple. Now I'm putting her back on.
What a relief, man. This
Yeah.
is really a relief. You just don't know the stress of not having brakes on this thing.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that we got this done for you, buddy. It's fucking what you're doing is dangerous, but I understand. I've driven around with using my feet as brakes, so it's not like anything new.
Yeah,
I've done it.
Now, how do you do on the turn ratios? Do you prefer to have your deck up?
I have my deck as high as it goes.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I mean, when I go over a curb, like I'm doing a delivery and I need to walk over a curb like even like this,
Yeah.
if you're in the lowest position, your bottom will scrape. Have you been scraping your bottom of your scooter?
Yeah, at some point I want to raise the deck.
You should
up.
raise the deck. That's the nice thing about this RS is that it has an adjustable deck, which is a pretty unusual thing for a scooter, just so you know.
Is that something that's time consuming?
No, I don't think so. I didn't do mine myself because I actually had mine in Vor Motors for repairs, and I said, look, when you give it back to me, put the deck up for me. So
Yeah.
I don't really know if it's hard to do or not. I don't think it's hard to do. It shouldn't be hard.
Yeah. But I could probably go down there and probably just do it quick.
Well, they'll do it for you. Nothing's quick down there. That's the thing. That's what I'm really like. Anything in any of these shops, they're gonna charge you $150. So you could probably just do it yourself.
Well, let me know if you want to do another video and I just pay you some money.
No, if I was competent at doing it, like if I had done it before, I would just do it. I'd probably even do it for free or for very little.
Yeah.
But since I've never done it before, I don't want to be experimenting on your scooter.
Yeah.
So now, same thing. Actually, I'll have you do this for me. So, all right, so do me a favor. Come over here and just hold the handle down, okay? Just hold it down. Scooter's off, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So Michael's holding the handle down, and that's the way when we tighten the brake pads here, they'll be calibrated. It just means that it'll put pressure on both sides of the pads evenly. Oh, you can let go.
Okay.
Let me tighten this. Let's see what we're looking at here. You take these. Make sure you bring these home with you.
Okay, you don't want it then for gift.
Oh, there's two in there. No, I have more. Keep those for yourself. I have 4 sets coming like in the next couple days.
Okay.
Not the fancy ones like that, but here so I'll just throw this away. You don't need this case, right?
Okay, yeah, I can give it all the trash.
I'll throw it away. I'll probably use that for something. It's actually a pretty good little case.
Okay.
Let me clean this up here a little bit, and then we'll see if your scooter is ready to go. Let me see something here. That's the test right there. See this? Lock up the brakes. Easily get the back wheel up, lock up the front brakes. I think you're good to go.
Yeah.
Ride it a little bit. Let me see you ride it.
Okay. Thanks, Steve Yogi. I'm back on the road.
He drives this thing super fucking fast. You feel like you got a new scooter now? All right, great.
Back in the game.
I'm real happy I can help a guy with something. Alrighty. Hi, buddy. I guess that's it. Hang on a second here.
Thank you, Steve Yoshi.
Yeah, of course, baby. I got you. All right, man.
Appreciate
Good
it.
job. Good job. Yep.
Okay. Don't forget the little people, man. When you get like a billion subscribers.
I'm already pretty big, man. I'm big time. I already make money doing it. I figure if I make any amount of money I make from the YouTube channel, I feel like is just a gift from fucking above. So
Yeah.
I do make a little bit of money. I can't complain.
That's good. And then where do I go to subscribe to the Electric Scooter Academy?
Yeah, that's right. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's the least you can do.
Yeah.
But
And
all right, buddy.
and text me your Cash App or something.
I'm not gonna charge you for this.
Sure.
I'll charge you for the next time.
Okay.
I'll charge you halfway to charge you at a regular mechanic, but it's still gonna cost you $75.
Okay. Hey, thank you so much.
All right, brother. It's good to see you, Michael.
You too.
Yeah, ride safe. Buy more safety gear, please. Mike's riding on this fucking super high-powered scooter, and he's got a bike helmet on. I just heard him go down the street like a kid go, woo. He's a nice guy, cool guy from Berkeley. Not many people are from California out here. And I just, if you're from Berkeley, like your family was almost guaranteed like hippies, I guess. And he seems like a really cool guy, like kind of like a grown young man. He's my age, and he's still like got good energy and good personality. Let's go upstairs. I'm gonna stream a little bit more since we got a lot of people watching, and we're gonna do a hit. And since I'm mobile like this, maybe I will show you around my apartment. If we get disconnected, stay here because I'm not gonna leave this stream. I might get disconnected in the elevator. A lot of questions in here. What's up, Frostorm? What's up, Ride with Anthony? Everybody give Ride with Anthony a sub. I know that the stream is doing good when I get like homosexual comments about me being gay and shit like that. Like that's like just like the lowest. They can't even think of anything funny to say, these fucking trolls. So they're just like, you are gay. So what? Maybe I suck a weenie a little bit. Give me a fucking break. It is funny though. I know the stream is doing good when I get these comments. So all right, guys, let's my place. I did actually just clean my place. So you guys want a tour? Give you guys a tour. So obviously these are the dogs. This is the pit bull. This is the chihuahua. And Max is old. So Max doesn't even fucking like get out of bed when I come home. And this is the streaming station. It's a mess. This is the chair that I sit in, that Max sits in. This is, I just got all these metal shelvings from my apartment. Obviously my helmets, I try to keep all my safety gear like over here. And I try to keep the scooters that I'm using in this main room and keep everything else in the back. So I use the InMotion climber to go to my girlfriend's. She lives far away enough I don't want to walk. And next time I go out to work, I'm going to be on the GTR. So I have the GTR out here. And I actually cleaned up my apartment recently. So this is my gym. You guys know, I forgot I have scooters in here. So we got the Mantis King GT, got the Roadrunner Pro, got my Dualtron Thunder 3. These are back here just because I don't have anybody, I'm not training anybody until Wednesday. Today's Tuesday, till like tomorrow morning. So this room I can just throw shit in here. But the scooter room, the real scooter room, is really, this is actually a cleaned up version. I mean, look at this. All right, so what we're looking at here is, in the back, there's a Highboy, there's a Broken Outlier scooter, and these are my fleet. These are the scooters that I'm using. Wolf King GT. This is a Wind One seated electric bike, which I still have to do a review of. In front of it is my old Dualtron Ultra 2. It's not even that old. I'm still going to use it eventually. I also have a Roadrunner SE2 hiding in the back. I'm going to modify that. These are a couple cheapies. I don't even know what they're called. These 3 commuter scooters in the back. I'm trying to sell those. That I have my Emove Cruiser V2 right here. Early look. This is my InMotion RS. That's the frame of some fat tire bike. That's some van. This is would be a very cool bike for somebody to buy, I think. This is it's called a Van Power line. I don't think they make these anymore, but it looks like exactly like an analog bike, but it has an electric motor. And This is my Dualtron Ultra V2, which I've been harvesting for parts. That scooter still works, I guess, if I put it back together. Here's a couple of my broken Emove Cruisers. Like, if you remember, I made clones of these. And this is the Roadrunner V2. So let's do a bong hit. Let's do a quick bong hit. Yeah, Anthony, like, I never would have thought I'd end up with this many fucking scooters. Believe me, it wasn't, oh shit. It wasn't that long ago that I remember buying my second scooter with my own money, and I was like, man, these things are fucking expensive. So, alrighty, I'm not really set up to stream. I'll just do this. There we go. Sorry, guys. That's pretty fucking lame. Sorry, I had to leave. I just had to, like, get my shit organized. I'm not really set up to stream, but I feel like we've been having quite a few people in the stream, so I figure might as well sit and bullshit with you guys for a while. There's probably some questions that I can answer for you guys as well. But yeah, so it's been pretty busy a couple days around here. I had our group ride yesterday. It was fucking great. We had a pretty good turnout. We had a lot of fun. I just posted today the teaching my girlfriend how to ride a scooter video. I hope you guys have watched. If not, go watch it now, or at least when we're done with this fucking stream. I think that video is already doing pretty good. It's super fun. I have a super awesome girlfriend, a really good sport. This video is getting a lot of views, actually. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, I wonder, like, oh yeah, we're doing good. Video's doing good. But yeah, please check out I taught my girlfriend how to ride scooter, which I did use clickbait on her. An electric scooter disaster in the making, you know? Like, the algorithm loves disasters. It's fucking terrible. Let me say hello to everybody. I really like to smoke something, though. By the way, I'm taking like time off from deliveries right now because I've been working a lot and I'm actually like a little fried. So I am taking a delivery break, but I'm going to be making like a whole bunch of different content. So, hold on. Tobacco. I only smoke tobacco. From the top. What's up, Chris? What's up, Thomas? How you doing, Randall Gauss? Old school. Hello, Mysterio71. Thank you for being here to mod. What's up, Richard Hunt? Life with Colonel Lee. How you doing? That's right, ESA to the rescue. I made his broken scooter into a working scooter in 25 minutes. I'm very happy about that. Very nice guy. Simon Bishop, how you doing? From the UK. It looks like just ordered a Wolf King GTR. Can't wait. You're gonna love it. It's super fun. I have mine ready to go for my next shift. Jersey style. How you doing, old school friend? Johnny J. Slickster, I got the K6. Oh my God, yeah, that little bull, right? That thing is fucking sick. You don't see many of those anywhere. What's up, Cocoa Biscuits? Asking me about problems with the RS. Michael's got 1,000 miles on his, no problems. I think I had the first generation RS, like I had a lot of problems, but I just got it back from Voro with updated controllers and motors. So I'm hoping that I won't continue to have these problems. What's up, Garage Medic? How you doing? He says, hey man, your videos are awesome. Have you ever made 1,000 in a week dashing, struggling to make 100 a day in my area? Yeah, how much you make is going to be dependent on your market and how many hours you're willing to work. I have, in fact, made over 1,000 a week. I don't really make that kind of money anymore because I don't want to work the hours necessary. And that's really the main reason, because I just don't want to. But before I made any YouTube money, and making delivery money was a little more important to my income, although back then at the time I was still a personal trainer, I've made more than $1,000 a week. You know, like just straight up, I've been doing this for so long. It feels like I was younger when I started 5 years ago, when I was like 47 or 48. I feel like I could do more miles, more hours. But I've made $1,000 in a week, and it's totally doable in a good market. But you know, you work 10, 12 hours a week, you're gonna make 1,000. What's up, Gypsy? How you doing, ma'am or friend? I don't know if you're a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. We need some eagle fang up in, what does that say? Chaos, how you doing? How you gonna prevent brake rub though? You just gotta calibrate the brakes, the brake pads. Just when you tighten the caliper, lock it down all the way. And brake rub is, how do you prevent them? You can make hand adjustments if necessary, but this is a new scooter with new pads, so no rubbing. What's up, Top G, how you doing? Trot Rider Quebec, what's going on, man? Ride with Anthony, what's wrong with the scooter? I was just putting on brake pads. What's up, Giancarlo Santos? Frostorm, how you doing? Again, give Ride with Anthony a sub. What's up, Dixon Cider? How you doing, man? Old man, how much for the bike? There's like 4,000. Douglas Bailey, how are you? JPL Rides, real life friend, what's going on with you? How are you? Steven Silva, hey to you. Sir Riggedy says, donate a scooter to me, please. Yeah, I don't make that kind of money. Coinstar Clanking, very old school subscriber. Good to see you, friend. Cheers to you, JPL. Where were you? Were you at the ride this week and didn't say hello to me? No, you didn't make it, right? Gypsy says you need to get an EUC. I got the links the other day and it is so much fun. Yeah, I'm just not really interested in learning how to ride one of those. They seem super fucking dangerous. What traffic? Another old school subscriber. Good to see you, bud. You missed another group ride. We had a group ride on Sunday. Steven Silva says, I have a T11 Pro with 5,000 miles on it. I don't even know what scooter that is, but I know that that is a respectable amount of miles. It's very, really hard to find people with a lot of miles. What's up, Dixon Cider? You have a Nami Klima. Very good, very good. And what's up, Bandit? With all those dashes in between. Pretty good. Gypsy, what are you doing? I thought, okay. Gypsy, you got blocked for that. I have a PP comment, by the way. Good job, Mysterio, but this was actually almost an okay way of saying I'm a male, because I wasn't sure if Gypsy was boy or girl, male or female. And he wrote, I have a PP, and you modded his comment, which does seem like a dirty comment. But in this case, I actually feel like it's okay. So, all right, Gypsy, I did hear your comment and that you are male. JPL Ride says, you ever think about hosting a night ride? Never. I don't even ride it. I only deliver at night right now because it's daytime. Like, it's bright out up until 8:30. I only work dinner right now because it's light out, you know, like at night. I don't ride it. I hate riding at night. I feel like it's just way higher risk. Riding, especially during like rush hour traffic and shit, I hate. But nah, even like maybe if we did like an 8:30, 9 o'clock ride, right? Less traffic. But I don't know. I feel like riding these scooters at night is just a fucking mistake. I know guys do it. They love it. I'm lucky enough that I have a lifestyle and a schedule where I can just fucking ride whatever I want. So I try to ride during the daytime. All right, so are we going to stream for a full hour? Can I do another 16 and a half minutes of this? Oh, what's up, Resty from Israel? How you doing, buddy? Very happy to hear from Israel. Hope you're doing good over there. Yeah, I really hardly get anybody from Israel. It's fucking cool. It's a small country though, right? Dixon Cider says, everybody like and subscribe. Yogi's the man. I appreciate it. Turbo says, I have a Yumi Hawk Pro 6000 with 10-inch what size tires are those? You want to change the tires? You want to put something bigger? Can you put 11 inches on there? If a scooter has 10-inch tires, it's usually going to be a little tricky to put 11-inch tires on because I don't know. It generally won't fit, but I'm pretty sure like everything can be modded out. But yeah, so guys, my plan for this week is I almost plan to take the whole week off of deliveries. I'm still loving doing deliveries, still love making videos and shit, but just feel like this summer, like working in the direct heat for the last like few weeks consecutively, I'm probably more tired than I realize. So I thought, and my hands are really fucking hurting me. You guys, if you're an old school fan, you know, like I have problems with my fucking hands, you know, from riding for very few people who've driven like, I think I have 35,000 miles on these scooters over the past 4 or 5 years. So my pads, my thumb pads are killing me. And I guess I'm just feeling my age. I will, in fact, be stepping into 54 years old in a few months. I know I often say that I'm 54, but if you're on the inside, you know, I lie up about my age by 1 year because I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know why I do that. But let's get a little bit more. Again, I'm not working, so we're definitely doing a lot of smoking. I'm super excited about getting into the the Emove Cruiser V2. Initially, you know, they gave this. I think I'm the only person to own one right now. I don't think anybody else has one. I think they really only had like their demos, as far as I know. I was really surprised a couple weeks ago when Levin, the head tech at Voro, sent me a text and was like, "I got a surprise for you," because he knows I'm waiting for this scooter. And I really want to be on the front of advertising this Emove Cruiser V2. I don't want to be working customer service on it because they're going to sell a lot of units on these. And it's similar probably to the first generation Cruiser. It's going to have some issues. We just don't know what the issues are. So the first customers, you're kind of being tested on. So I think for this model, I think it's worth taking the risk to get one of the first releases. But I just feel like I'm excited to be one of the first persons riding one around. I already did a full shift on the Cruiser V2. It does what the specs say. It doesn't do 60 miles range at high speed. It's only going to do that 60 miles advertised range in first mode. I'm driving it around in mode 3, maximum speed, and I still got a nice 30-mile shift, which is what I used to get out of the first generation Cruiser, because really I do believe the motor, the battery, the controllers are all the same in the new generation, in the Cruiser V2. The big difference is just the neck, the stem, and the general frame, and the tires. They're way better tires. I really love these 10-inch hybrid tires that are on the Emove Cruiser V2. So I'm really excited to make content. I really want to build the Emove Cruiser V2 Academy on Facebook. It's still a new group. It's very hard to build a group before a product is even out. So I'm real excited about that. So what happened is initially I think they were saying they were either taking orders or we could release content on it, meaning affiliates, YouTubers. We can release content on it July 15th, but that date got pushed to the 28th. And now, where are we? We're already on the 23rd, so 5 days from now, I'll have a bunch of different videos ready to go. Obviously, delivery videos, general review video of the Emove Cruiser V2. I'm also going to sit the Emove Cruiser first generation next to the V2, and we can really look closely at the differences. Come on, boy, let's go. Come on. Jump it. You can do it. You can fit. Come on, let's go, fat boy. Come on. Come on, jump. Oh, my God. Hey, you made it. You little fucker. Why are you acting like you're old? Oh, look at this handsome boy. Oh, yes. Oh, I love all my dogs, but there's something about a lap dog. You know, something about a lap dog. You know, here comes my pit bull. But, yeah, I'm real excited to just get on this fucking Cruiser V2 and ride on it. Other things that if you're like a real hardcore fan of the channel, you've been watching. You know, I haven't been on the, well, I actually have posted GTR comment like this week, but you got to know that shit's like from February and March. I have a lot of old content. I often make content, like make videos and just leave it on my HD card, and I get caught up in like the next day's video and I forget about it. And I don't mind having a big backlog of videos. If I wanted to take like a month off of deliveries, I probably have 10 or 15 delivery episodes on HD card right now, and I would like to have more. But anyhow, I haven't in real time been on the GTR in a while because I was having trouble with just the tire. I couldn't do the goddamn change myself. I couldn't get it to. I couldn't get the bead to seal. So I brought it to Voro. They put a new rim and new tire on it for me. Boom. And I don't get that shit for free. I did pay for that. It's not like warranty work. I mean, your tires are barely covered under warranty. And but anyhow, I'm very happy to have the GTR back on the road. When I do go back to work, probably sometime end of this week, next week, I'm going to be working on the GTR. And also the InMotion RS has been out of action for like, the history of that is the front motor burnt out. I brought it back. And I'm just using the general phrase burnt out. For those people who know about scooters, there's something wrong with the Hall sensors or something like that. But so this was months ago. I brought it back. They got a new motor from InMotion. I put it on the road. Front motor and rear motor burnt out. I had to walk the scooter home. I did not post that video yet. That sucked. It was like a 2.5 mile walk home. And but now Levin was telling me, well, you had the first generation motor and controller. We just put in the brand new the newest generation motor and controller. So now I haven't put it on the road yet because I just got this like late last week. I haven't done deliveries since then. So I'm gonna get the InMotion RS back on the road soon too. So next couple videos is definitely gonna be like a current GTR video, a current InMotion RS video. And I'm real happy to have both of them back, especially InMotion. I mean, it's crazy how, you know, behind the scenes, whatever. I have not sold a lot of InMotions. They're very hard to sell. I think they also sell them on Amazon. It's really hard to get people to use your link. And I don't even care about that, whatever. I'm happy to get the scooter for no charge as a part of like what I'm getting paid to promote it. But the InMotion RS is like my favorite fucking scooter to ride. like ergonomically and the way it feels. Also the most dangerous in my opinion, because the acceleration, even at like lower settings, is just torquey fucking beyond belief. But I'm very happy to have it back on the road, and I will be out there on the GTR, the Kaabo Wolf King GTR, and the InMotion RS this week. I'm real excited about that. But let me get to the last questions here, and I'm going to get ready to sign off, because I didn't even really mean to stream today. I thought it would be fun to stream me working on my... Whoa, look at that dog. He's struggling. Oh, he's falling. Oh, he fell. So I'm feeling pretty good not working, by the way. It is, I feel like... I do love working and I get used to it, but I need to give myself permission to like rest. Because in my mind, I often tell myself, well, you're only doing deliveries like 25 hours a week, you know, 30 at the most, but let's say 25, you're working part-time. But Jesus, I mean, I train people for 9 or 10 hours a week. I edit 2 hours a day every single fucking day of my life. It feels like with this time off, I'm editing videos, but I'm also going to start putting out some shorts and some TikTok content. I actually have decided I want to start selling on TikTok, like not scooters, obviously, but you know, like being a product salesman on TikTok. I feel like you can do that. I've noticed there are people with small sub counts that can do that, and I've given my TikTok no attention, and I got 3,500 subs, and every video I post gets a decent amount of views. I mean, there's like levels. Like TikTok, I think is a great site because even if you're posting the least desirable content, you'll get at least a couple hundred views. And I have a lot of peers, friends my age, like in the fitness community especially, who are making videos on there. They've been doing it for a while, and they have barely a following, a couple hundred views per video, and I feel like that's a real failure on TikTok. On TikTok, you got to be able to get at least minimum get a couple thousand views. There's a billion people on TikTok, but my delivery videos do really well on there. And I think you're supposed to have up to 5,000. You need to get 5,000 subs to sell stuff. But I see people with less selling, and I've been looking into it. You can, you know, I guess what I'll sell is like the toolkits that I use and shit like that. Or whatever it is, I'll sell anything that's on the shop. I don't really care. I'll sell fucking candy. I like the candy sales. Is actually pretty good. I am into that candy. I have been eating freeze-dried. I have had freeze-dried candy now twice in my life, and they're fucking great. I had freeze-dried Skittles and like freeze-dried Nerds ropes. That shit was fucking bomb. The thing is, I can't really eat like Skittles and Nerds that much anymore, or gummies. I feel like they're just too bad for my teeth. But freeze-dried seems like it's not as sticky. So it's like I'm back in the game with the hyper sweet fucking foods. Crazy Shuttle says, I've got a GTR. I realize that braking is very scary and difficult. Got tips? Oh, here's what I'll tell you about my opinion on the I rate scooters by categories often, right? Like no good or best scooter. The GTR is a top tier scooter, but the brakes on it for the size of the scooter suck. So it might not be your braking tips. It might not need you might not need braking tips on the GTR. You just might need better brakes. Like I'm considering upgrading mine. So it's like the stock brakes on the GTR. I think I've made it pretty clear in like most of my reviews. Like they're not that great. They're the same brakes as the other scooters, the same brakes as the GT, very similar to the InMotion RS, but it's a bigger, heavier scooter. And I think this scooter just needs better brakes. So it needs 4-piston calipers. And I'm pretty sure that the Zoom 4-piston calipers are not plug and play, but they'll fit on the mounting bracket on the mount without having to build anything. Like some people have to build custom brackets to get the caliper to fit. But you need to know how to attach the motor cutoff wire, which I don't think is will not be plug and play. I'm pretty sure it won't be, because I'll drive around my Roadrunner Pro without a motor cutoff, and I'm not going to drive the GTR without a motor cutoff. That's ridiculous. But yeah, the brakes on the GTR, that's its weak point. Its strong point being probably the closest thing to being an off-road scooter that I have, since it's higher off the ground, very burly suspension, and bigger tires, 12-inch tires. And also the acceleration curve on the GTR is like nothing else. It's actually smooth and fast. It's much different than like the InMotion RS or a Dualtron. The InMotion RS, it says it's a sine wave controller, but it's fucking it accelerates. It's jerky. It's super fast. Oh, Crazy Shuttle, you're saying the brakes seem super sensitive on your GTR? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's just the brakes on mine. But my main tip for braking would be brake early. You know, like be careful at high speeds. Be aware of how long it takes to slow down from 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. Before you brake from those speeds under duress, you should go out there and practice, you know, be on the road, or just pay attention. Like get the scooter to speed and brake when there's not an accident about to happen. You understand? Don't learn braking at the last second. Practice slowing down from high speeds. And, you know, advice is just like brake early. You know, when in doubt, just brake early. Braking from a very high speed is just so different than braking from lower speeds. Braking from 60, I think really the fastest I've gone, I don't know if I've gone 60, but I've gone 55 on every scooter that I own, every big scooter, just to make sure it could do that. I like 55. And you need a long roadway to get above 55 on any of these scooters. So the idea that these scooters go 70 miles per hour, yeah, they do, but they take forever to get there, and you're going to destroy your scooter if you hold that speed for a long time. You don't take your car and bring it out to the road and drive at maximum speed. So, all right, a couple more minutes, guys, and I'm going to sign off. Coco Biscuit says, just tap the brakes, pump them, otherwise you'll throw yourself over the handlebars. Rick Roberts says, what was the delivery business you were thinking of starting? I'm still thinking of doing that. I hope I don't have to get deactivated from DoorDash to do that, because I feel like that's what I would do if, God forbid, I got deactivated from DoorDash. There's no reason why I ever should. I would just start a private delivery business, both for the money of the business and for the channel. Just, you know, private delivery business, basically anything, anytime. We could, like, it'll be, each customer will have, like, we'll have our own unique relationship. It's nobody's business to the other customer almost. It'll be like, you need me to do this delivery job for you at this exact time, Monday through Friday, I'll do that for you. Be it food, be it flowers, be it whatever you want to do. But I feel like I could be like a manservant, a very, very good, willing manservant, if you want to call it that, for people that need shit moved locally. It's a big undertaking, though, because you're basically saying, I'll be available 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. or some shit like that. But in the future, I may do my own delivery business, but I haven't really been, like, motivated because I've been super busy in life, you know. I've just been very fucking busy. Anyhow, speaking of busy, how much time we got here? 2 minutes. So let's see, guys. Make sure you please check out the video. Let's see how it's doing, actually. This is my life, is posting a video and watching how it's doing. How is the teaching my girlfriend how to ride a scooter video doing? First of all, let's make sure there's no fucking stupid comments I gotta block. This looks good. This looks good. All right, nobody said anything weird. If she only makes right turns, she'll drive like a UPS truck. That's pretty funny. Yeah. All right, so yeah, this video is doing really good too. It's getting a lot of views for one of my videos. Let's see here. Yeah, this video is doing very good. It's getting more views than usual. That's what we like to see. A little nervous about this one. You know, it's not necessary to, like, put your spouse out there. She's a cool girlfriend. Alrighty, fellow pioneers, it's been real. Oh, Carlos, it's good to see you, old school. I hope you liked that teaching the girlfriend video. But it was super fun to shoot, and whether or not she wants to continue to learn, it's really up to her. We'll probably go back to the parking lot. She's just at the very beginning. Just between you and me, guys, the rare people watching this here at the end that make it to the end, my Roadrunner Pro has no motor cutoff wire. And for a beginner, that is the most dangerous fucking thing. So she could throttle and hit the brake at the same time. So I'm not only teaching her how to ride, I'm teaching her how to, like, make sure, because you don't realize this, you are with the motor cutoff wire, you are probably very regularly hitting your brakes before you even fully release the throttle on a twist throttle. It could happen. Anyhow, so she learned on, like, one of the hardest scooters to ride. But I'm either gonna get that fixed. I'll put her on a stand-up scooter, which has a normal brake setup. But I told her after the fact, kind of as we get into it, I was like, just so you know, this is not normal. Normally, when you brake a scooter, the motor will cut off. There's a mechanism in there called a motor cutoff wire. So when you brake, it deactivates the motor, so you cannot do both at the same time. And of course, like, you know, me, because I don't know how to solder. I don't have my motor cutoff wire on there. For me, it's fine. I've had little problems from slow speed, but it's dangerous because like a whiskey throttle is like the most common thing a person can do. And to have no motor cutoff there is just fucking dangerous. But she did very good. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate your support. This is out of the nowhere live stream. I just wanted to stream. I thought it'd be cool to stream myself helping Michael work on his scooter. I was very happy to help him out. And I just installed brake pads. And make sure you give Louis from Average Guy 1993 a sub, because he gave fucking Michael these pads just out of nowhere. Otherwise, you got to wait a week to get pads. Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much. That was fun. I'll see you next time.